hopefully everybody, it's a new decade, so you know what? It's not even just new year, it's a new decade. This is going to be a good year. We got a lot of things planned. First cold start of 2021. Let's go, guys. What is going on, YouTube? Tom here, and yeah, y'all remember when I said that 2019 was kind of terrible for me and 2020 it's gonna be my year? Boy, do I regret saying that. 2020 was not my year. I don't think it was anybody's year, honestly. Boy, what a year it's been. I'll just leave it at that. What a year. So yeah, 2020, man. Definitely, in a personal opinion, I've actually had a half-decent 2020 compared to a lot of people, but it definitely wasn't without its struggles for me. Because, boy, where do I begin? So yeah, started off the year, I kept saying, man, how I got to do well in school, because I mentioned the 2019 year in review. I was a grad student at the beginning of the year, finishing up my master's degree. I'd been on academic probation, so I actually had to do pretty well in order to even graduate, so I was under pressure to graduate. But yeah, your boy got his master's degree in 2020. I still haven't even been able to do commencement just because COVID. But yeah, that kind of brings me up to the big elephant in the room. 2020, COVID. I had to do the last semester of my master's degree online. And let me tell you guys, grad school online, I know all these little, fly-by-night colleges put it out there like, online school, do it on your time. It's harder than you think it would be. I don't know how some people seriously do it. Luckily, they gave us the option of just, instead of doing it for letter grades, they gave us the option to go pass-fail, which, if I hadn't done that, I genuinely would not have graduated, because, yeah, I actually got, not terrible grades, but, I was cutting it close for graduation. So, yeah, that was kind of how I began 2020. So, then, of course, everything looked up. I had the degree in hand, everything was great. I switched over from my internship to a full-time job with the same company, which was amazing. I was so excited to start work. And then, bam! I got into a car accident. Pretty major one. Yeah, my prized possession, daily driver, 2013 Tacoma, was totaled. So now, here I am, I can't even enjoy now the money I was making. So yeah, I had to go take a loan out. I had to go buy a new truck, which was pretty annoying. I was just like, wow, finally get done with school, finally able to make money, and then immediately had to take a car payment. And of course, that ended up being accident 1 of 2 in 2020. If you see my Instagram about that, you'll see that. I'll make a video shortly on that. The good news with that is, 1, that was, again, also not my fault, and then 2, the damage was way less. It didn't have nearly as bad of damage. So, making a video on that soon. But it was that was the day after Christmas, so it's like, thanks, 2020. So, of course, now, I owe money on my truck. Again, I didn't want to have a payment, but that was unfortunate. That's the way it goes. So then, sure enough, YouTube ad revenue went way down due to COVID. So, and it was just kind of ironic, because here's COVID, people are stuck at home, and YouTube decided to pay less. So yeah, you'd think, even despite the fact that the country was on a lockdown, you'd think YouTube would be willing to pay, but unfortunately, because now people were out of work, didn't have money to spend, ad revenue took a tank. Kind of really sucks. So for a while it was like, boy, I didn't even really have desire to do YouTube. And then because of the lockdown, there weren't any car shows or anything for me to go film. And so it was like, wow, it was pretty terrible. It was a pretty annoying kind of start to the year. But, of course, the good news was you all seem to really enjoy the new daily driver I got, which was a 2020 Tacoma TRD off-road. So that's actually, right as soon as the lockdown was lifted, ad revenue actually went way back up back to its former glory, and also for me went way up because you all really want to see Tacoma content, so thank you all for that. Definitely plan to continue making content with that truck as I get the ability to do so. And of course, continuing to make content with the car you all are riding along with me today, which is my 2018 Mustang. So yeah, definitely was an annoying start. And plus, on top of that, I had some family drama issues and some personal drama that I don't even want to get into on YouTube, but it just kind of, for a while, it put me in a bad mood. So I don't even want to film for a good part of the year. And then, of course, with work now, it's like I said, I've been an essential employee this whole time. So work, of course, picked way up. So actually, I've been on overtime since October till really just the week before Christmas. So because of that, you all might have noticed I definitely have been filming a lot less. So I definitely want to try to get back to filming for 2021. Now, of course, as places reopen. But, of course, that kind of brings me to the positives of 2020. Like I said, I got my master's degree. Your boy's educated, guys. I bought, realistically, my dream truck. Not even just the fact that I bought a new truck. It was the one I'd wanted for years, and I kept saying, if anything ever happened to my old Tacoma, that's what I would do. Not that I was wishing for anything to happen. I didn't want to do it at the expense of my back. But definitely I kept saying that's definitely the truck I wanted. Definitely, if that old truck had worn out too, or even just the money had been good, I probably would have thought about getting my new truck anyway. People seem to enjoy it on YouTube. I've had my various Tacoma friends comment that say, wow, you're actually a lot more passionate about this Tacoma versus the old one. The old one was definitely just a daily driver for me. It was not something I was excited about like I am with the Mustang. And they're right. Not to say I wasn't excited about that truck at all, but that's all it was. It was my point A to point B vehicle. And then on top of that, back pain or not, from that car accident, and actually a little more from car accident number 2 now, I've been in good health all the years, so it's not like I've had any other issues going on. Of course, the biggest one, I haven't had COVID. I've had like 5 different scares of COVID where people around me have gotten it or tested positive or thought they had it. So it's definitely been scary nonetheless. Like, everybody's terrified of COVID. I don't want to wear a mask any more than anybody else, but I've got to. My girlfriend's a nurse. She's been working on the COVID floor. But both of us have been in good health. We continuing to test negative for COVID. I haven't been tested, but I'm sure if I test negative, I'm definitely hoping to continue to avoid that. I don't want to get COVID. I don't want to get sick. I'm hoping to stay in good health. Definitely don't think that should be an issue for me, personally. And of course, like I said, having the job all through 2020, and just overall, a lot of other good things have happened. It's hard to focus on 2020's positives because, yeah, the negatives. Obviously, my YouTube channel has grown a lot because of everybody's at home. They have a lot more time to watch YouTube. And believe me, if I was at home right now, that's all I'd be doing. So definitely, I'm looking to make 2021 a much better year. I don't like to focus on negatives in life. This year's been hard for me, so it's definitely I've been much more likely to focus on the negatives, but I'm definitely hoping to continue to focus on positives. I'm definitely hoping to continue to improve everything for 2021. So obviously, the single biggest one for 2021 is my goals. Financially speaking, this is going to be the year I move out of my parents' house. Yes, living at home with your parents when you're a grown man is frustrating. It's frustrating at best. A lot of people do think I'm younger than I really am, guys. I'm 25. I'm getting too old to be living with my parents anymore. Obviously, they let me go to grad school on their dollar, rent-free. I'm thankful for that. But just my needs are starting to change. I can't be doing this living at home, having to worry about my parents asking me what time I'm going to be home for dinner. I'm a grown man. I need to be able to have a little more flexibility in my schedule. So obviously, another one is I'm going to pay my truck off, my daily driver Tacoma. that truck needs to get paid off. I can't be owing money on a vehicle for too long, because obviously, like I said, I want to get a house. At minimum, I want to get somewhere to rent if I can't get a house. But, I'm looking forward to skipping that even. Like, let's skip the rent. Let's go straight for a house. So definitely want to do that. And that requires, as much open finances as I can. And, of course, the biggest ones are, car related. I want to, one, the other, or both. Now, this is all depending on finances. Cars at the end of the day come last financially. I want to either actually get serious about building the Mustang into what I want it to be, which is a track-focused, either backroad carver / track day car, or possibly buy another car I've been looking at. And this is all relative, because this would be obviously much more expensive option. But, myself and my girlfriend, we like to go to classic car events, and we have our eyes set on a specific classic car. I don't really want to get into it too much in this video, just because, save that for another day. But we're definitely looking, it's definitely the much more expensive option, but obviously going with the classic car means if we had to sell it for any reason, we wouldn't lose as much money on, say, a Mustang like I've got that's continuously depreciating. So definitely am open to that, but we got to see how finances work out. Dream life would be able to do both, but that probably won't happen. So yeah, another big goal I want to make is, of course, content. Like, what other content do I want to make? Not just the same content. But of course, the big one is, as COVID starts to go away and car shows start to open up again, yes, I want to get back into going to car shows. Of course, that's what a lot of people enjoy. It's, it's myself and my girlfriend, that's our hobby. That's what we do to relax on the weekends. We're together. Cars and coffee, stuff like that. Might even try to enter the Mustang into some car shows again. Might even get serious about trying to get it, detailed and cleaned up. Actually use it for a show car, not just my toy right now. And of course, the other big one though is the Mustang. Going back especially to the Mustang, also to the Tacoma too. I've got pretty special vehicles in my opinion. I've got a Mustang GT Performance Pack, and I've got a Tacoma TRD Off-Road. See, I want to make content kind of specializing with these vehicles. Like, I got vehicles that are capable of a lot more than what I use them for. So yes, I want to autocross the Mustang, and possibly even an open track day. Definitely want to do something like that, because, I've been driving this car around. I don't use really the power at all. A lot of time it's just spent driving slowly on back roads, because I'm worried about crashing it. So yeah, definitely want to go enjoy it for what it's worth. Definitely, autocrossing has all been canceled due to COVID, so definitely as those open back up, I want to get to do that. Like, I want to try to do it. Obviously, it takes money to do it, and that's part of why I haven't done it in a while. I am open to drag racing the car, like I kept saying I wanted to. Take it down the drag strip, see what it can do, because this car is actually not a slouch in a straight line. I'll say this, guys. I beat a Charger Scat Pack the other day, a brand new wide body Charger Scat Pack. I was actually pleasantly surprised with the car. And keep in mind, it's a manual, so it's already a little bit slower just by the fact that it's a manual. But boy, I pulled ahead. I was pleasantly happy with this car, so I know it's got a lot of potential at the drag strip. But just definitely want to use it for its potential. And then, of course, Tacoma, yeah, I'd like to do some off-road stuff with that. Like, go take it down. It won't be an advanced trail, because that is my daily driver, and I need to keep that truck in one piece. Mustang I could get by if I did break something. It's only my weekend vehicle. The truck needs to stay in one piece, so definitely if I were to go do a trail, it'd be an easy trail. So, 2020, it hasn't been the best year ever. Like, not just personally, not just as a nation, really as a globe, it has not been the year for everybody. But I think now's the time when, those of us like me, I still get to drive around this Mustang. I still have a job at the end of the day. I like to say, everybody, take a few minutes. What is everybody thankful for? That's not, basically 2020, it's been like Thanksgiving. What is everybody thankful for at the end of the day? Because at the end of the day, don't focus on the negatives. I like to be a positive guy. I like to focus on everything I've got going for me in life. Like I said, I've still got my health. I still get to enjoy life. If I, 2021, it's going to be a year that we need to focus on the positives. We need to focus collectively and just focus on getting past everything that went bad in 2020. So, anyway, let me know in the comments section below what you all think of this video, because definitely getting focused on trying to bring you all that content that I said I wanted to get you all. Obviously, a lot of it's going to depend on money, how well this channel does, and I want to thank you all for your continued support, because this channel has been growing a lot this year, so I want to thank you all for that. But anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. If you are stopping in for the first time, go ahead and subscribe, because I want to continue growing this channel. I want to continue making content. You all leaving positive comments give me the motivation to make good content. So anyway, take care, have a good day.